We are live again, 2 times in one day. Just a few days after being, 10 days after being blocked for showing a video of cricket, even though it was behind me, and yeah, it was like my picture down here, but away, out of the way. But because even though I was only showing the little edge of the video to show I was actually watching it. They still said it was. They still gave me a copyright strike. Never mind. So I was thinking of going totally different. I might go totally different. Why not? I always go via one particular on this one. I always go via one particular software. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that at all, because I think I want to try one of the other software apps. We will be watching. Our main one on this one, because that's the one that I've got actually up and running. Let's see which one we can. Not that one. See what? If we go to Arsenal Everton, it'll give me a list of which ones I can watch. Oh, it's going to be Middlesbrough versus Millwall then. So we're going Middlesbrough versus Millwall. So there we are. That one off. We're going to go with.
Kickoff fast approaching in the 3 o'clock championship encounter between Middlesbrough, Millwall, and
Actually, I'm going to go live score
for the final time this weekend
for the others.
Journey up towards the northeast.
So the main watchalong is Middlesbrough, Millwall. However, we're going to be following the others on live score. So most of the other games live score. Watchalong is Middlesbrough, Millwall. So which one's going to win there? What did I say before? Middlesbrough. We may have to turn the light on, actually, because I think it's going to get a little bit dark.
Leonard Sahel-Denor, Essing and Honey. Kickoff fast approaching in the 3 o'clock championship encounter between Middlesbrough, Millwall and Riverside Stadium.
So that's that. we are. That'll go to 1 now. You'll see
6 points separate the two teams in the standing. Middlesbrough in 7th, the Lions in 13th, heading into the game.
Borough, what did I say? I said, Borough didn't turn up against Leeds, which is really strange. I've gone for a joker here. I've gone for a 1-1 because most people say, Borough will turn up this time and they'll win. They'll win at home against Millwall. Didn't turn up against Leeds. I'm just a little bit worried about that because they really should have done. They didn't. It's a little bit worrying there. It's finished. Bristol City 1, QPR 1, with QPR coming back their only shot of the game, and it was on target and it went in the net. So how about that? Coventry 2, Hull City 1, and Coventry actually missed a penalty in that. They really needed to, I think. It would have been quite interesting had they got a goal at that point. They didn't.
Spine coming in of Houghton as captain and Ayling returns at right back. As for Millwall, a strong team for them as well.
New comment, I can't see that.
For victory in Harris's last game. Long-term injury concerns remain with Jake Cooper and Josh Coburn for the Lions, and Darrell Lenihan and Tom Smith still out for Borough. So Borough go with Brim, Vanderberg, Hackney, Matty Lath and Bergzog, Ayling, Houghton.
So we're just waiting now for the games to start, I suppose. And
Leonard Saville-Denor, Essing and Honey.
Oh, here we go. Hi, John. Sorry, being busy at work. Roy Grafton is not on yet, so we'll be. Hopefully, we'll see Roy later on.
So the 6 points separate the two teams in the standing. Middlesbrough in 7th, the Lions in 13th, heading into the game.
Hopefully, we'll see him later on.
Last time out against Leeds United.
So, our friend Roy may be on later. Preston 1-1, Leeds 1, and oh, look at that 1 minute, 1 or 2 minutes to go, wasn't it? And Leeds equalised. But they were doing really well. They've been pressurising since the 25th, 25 minutes and 30 seconds. I know exactly when it was. And then and after that, they didn't seem to look back, did they? But yeah, we've got interesting score there. League 1, we had Bolton Wanderers 0, Wigan 2. Bolton just didn't want to get. They had the possession, they just didn't do anything with it. Leyton Orient 0, Burton Albion 0, and I saw the first few minutes and thought, this could be a boring 0-0, this, couldn't it? Really could. Let's go to the Rotherham game. You know, I am a Rotherham fan. Lineups. We have Dylan Phillips in goal, and he's actually taken over as the better goalkeeper because Cameron made a couple of really big howlers against in the last game. Yeah, against League 2 side, wasn't it? Tranmere Rovers, wasn't it? Back four of Rafferty, Adolphin, Zach Jules and Reece James. That's an interesting back four. Nombert, Christ and Powell in midfield. And Wilkes, Clark Harris and Andre Green starting up front. So we've got front three. Although Wilkes will be running down the side and Green will be running down the side, supplying supplying Clark Harris to the feet, hopefully. Northampton Town have Zenev in goal. Back four of Guinness Walker. Wow, Guthrie, McGowan and Odimeo. They've got quite a good defence. What the hell? Staggered mid of Hoskins, Kuchain, McGeehan, Honda Mark and Pinnock, and up front Tyler Roberts. So they've actually got a good side. They have actually got a good side. They've been saying that their defence is. The fans are really good, really happy with their defence. I'm not surprised. That's actually a bloody good defence, isn't it? What other interesting games have we got in here? Where's Birmingham? Birmingham. Lineups for Birmingham. Birmingham, Allsop in goal with Clara, Bellick and Davis. Back three. Four. Anderson, Iwata, Pape and Buchanan. Blimey. Sort of support number 10, is it? Thor Williamson, and up front Alfie May and Jay Stansfield. So they really are. I mean, Alfie May and Jay Stansfield. That's just being greedy, isn't it? Griffiths in goal for Bristol Rovers. Back four. They'll need it. Mola, Wilson, Taylor and Senior. Staggered mid of Forbes, Lindsay, Jamie Lindsay, oh that's where he is. McCormick, Conte and Ford, and up front Donka. So that's going to be interesting. So 3 minutes to kick off. We've got Middlesbrough Millwall on.
time this weekend is his team with a long journey up towards the north-east. Only 6 points separate, the two teams in the standing. Middlesbrough in 7th, the Lions in 13th.
Charlton Mansfield. Shall we have a look at Charlton Mansfield?
Against Leeds United.
Charlton have Maynard Brewer in goal. They have Gillespie, Mitchell and Jones, and then they have a mid five of Campbell, Coventry, Taylor, Anderson and Small. And we know what Connor Coventry can play well, and he can play rubbish, so let's see what he does today. Up front they have Matt Godden and Daniel Canoe. Mansfield, Pim in goal. Ooh, they're going back three in fact they're going the same formation. Cahill, Oshilaya and Bowery. Mid of Blake Tracy, Bacchus, Reed, Lewis and Hewitt. And up front, Lucas Akins and Will Evans. Let's see what Will Evans can do. He played really well at the beginning. I don't really see much of him in the last 2/3 of the season so far. Let's see what he can do. As for Millwall, a strong team for them as well, as they go all out for victory in Harris's last game. So we shall see what happens here, guys.
For the Lions, and Darren and Tom Smith still out for Borough. So Borough go with Brim, Vandenberg, Hackney.
I have got lots to do, so we may just cut it at half time. We've got enough hours. You know, we can certainly get the hours, I think.
Between Middlesbrough, Millwall and Riverside Stadium. Harris takes charge of Millwall for the final time this weekend. His team with a long journey.
Yes, it is Millwall. It's the boss's final time at Millwall, isn't it? He's stepping down after this game.
Last time out against Leeds United, and have altered the team as a result, with the spine coming in of Houghton as captain and Ayling returns at right back. As for Millwall, a strong team for them as well, as they go all out for victory in Harris's last game. Long-term injury concerns remain with Jake Cooper and Josh Coburn for the Lions.
So we have Millwall away at Middlesbrough on the watch-along there. Don't even ask me to show you the video. I've already got one strike in the last 10 days. I don't want another one. I can't afford 3. Actually, 3 get you shut down. Can't afford 2 because 3 gets you shut down.
For the final time this weekend, his team with a long journey up towards the north-east. Only 6 points separate, the two teams in the standing. Middlesbrough in 7th.
Middlesbrough have got it kicked off. Millwall have immediately intercepted it with Aziz on the left-hand side. We are underway. And here we go. We are underway. We are underway at Rotherham as well. Kick off there at AES Seal New York Stadium. So while nobody's on, we can just watch Rotherham. Rotherham down the right hand side. Cross it in, and Rotherham have a free kick. Can Rotherham do anything from a free kick?
To try and put pressure on this Middlesbrough back line. It's a looping ball in from
Aziz has a shot off target for Millwall, and Millwall are starting strong here. And Rotherham have a free kick in the attacking half from the right hand side. 43 seconds in, and we have a good chance here if we can sail this one in. Hopefully at foot height, just like nice, nicely strong would be pretty good. But no, it comes back out straight into the box, around the box. Howson has and they nick it off Howson, Millwall, and they tap it out, and it's going to be a Middlesbrough goal kick. A throw in for Rotherham. Throw in for Rotherham.
As for Millwall, it's Jensen, Leonard, Tanganga, Wallace and McNamara.
Short. In the right hand corner.
Aziz and Langstaff.
As as Middlesbrough always straight into the goal area, and they just can't get a shot on target. Can't get a shot on target. In fact, it gets whisked away. Hello there, right? Oh, you're okay. It's Christmas. Everybody's busy at work at Christmas.
This season, it's just a few disagreements too many really for the club that and Harris.
So we've got a watch-along of Middlesbrough versus Millwall, which is over on this side. As you can also listen to it. But I am actually slightly ahead on the video. The minute we're on Rotherham on this one. I've gone with a different... Oh, we're going to get it into the box, but they just cannot get it. Clark Harris, but he's just not... And it's dead to his feet as well, but... It's a goal! Clark Harris! And it goes straight to his feet. What did I say? You give Clark Harris the ball to the feet, he will score. But... so far we've had the manager and he's been saying, no, we need to lob the ball in straight from the it was, wasn't it? Straight from the far end and try and beat the last man. But the players seem to have got their way, and they're playing it to their feet, and all of a sudden within 3 minutes Rotherham are 1-0 up. Rotherham 1, Northampton 0. I need to transfer that. So actually we're actually doing it a different way this today, guys. I've got live score on my tablet. I've got the watch-along is the Middlesbrough Millwall game, which is over here, and at the minute McNamara has it for Millwall in his own half. Millwall has started quite brightly, and if you remember which games have finished. So at the minute, the first goal of the day was indeed Rotherham United. As we look at the other leagues, let's have a look at the Championship. No goals in the Championship. We had Bristol City 1, QPR 1, with QPR getting 1 goal from their one shot, and QPR were well out of this one. Bristol City will be absolutely kicking themselves for not winning that one. QPR were just totally... dross was probably a good word for them. QPR had 1 shot on target, 1-1. Coventry City 2, Hull City 1. Coventry missed a penalty in that, or had it saved. And Hull City actually started really well, and they had the ball, they had possession. Not many shots, but their first shot went in the net. Great cross from the right hand side, as I remember, headed against the bar, came back, and it was an open net to tap it into. So brilliant goal by Hull City. They tried defending it, and on 33 minutes Hull City got a yellow card for time wasting. I've never seen anything like it. But after the Coventry missed penalty, it just seemed to be one-way traffic for Coventry, and they ended up winning 2-1. Preston 1, Leeds 1, and Leeds scored with probably almost the last kick of the game. They were absolutely flying after 25 minutes and 33 seconds. And I would absolutely agree with that, Roy. It's the worst teams. Line staff there. Really good shot for Millwall again, you know. Yeah, and it's the poorer sides that are winning and are proving that they can do it. It's just amazing. Hull City were just... they were good for 20 minutes, but then Coventry took over. Yeah, I'd absolutely agree. The worst teams in the game are actually getting results. And, Preston could have won that one, and they were nowhere near as good as Leeds. Absolutely nowhere near. But they got the goal, and they just pegged back and hoped that they'd get something. League One, Bolton were on top. But they just couldn't get a shot at goal. So Bolton looked like the most likely to score, but then Wigan scored 2, and it was like, that's against the run of play. And Birmingham has scored. Birmingham has scored against Bristol. So Bristol Rovers, so we need to put that one on. Birmingham are now 1-0 up. The only trouble with this is that the box to type all this in is so small. I'll go find where the hell Birmingham is. Birmingham is there. And there's so many teams playing in the 2 divisions. I would never try this with 3 divisions. I'd have no bloody chance. So it's now Birmingham 1, Bristol Rovers 0. It's Charlton 0, Mansfield 0. Let's have a look for Roy, shall we?
Along the line and sees the offside flag. So only 8 minutes gone, but still a lively enough game. This. Offering a bit of promise for both teams.
That's why Stags are losing. They're not losing. It's 0-0. Don't tell me that this has got the score wrong.
Of course, Borough will have the exact opposite emotions. Will do all they can to upset the apple counters.
7 minutes. Charlton. Anderson has a huge chance for Charlton. Bowery gets has a good chance, but Pym gets out to stop his effort from the line. So Pym, the last 5 games you have, and I must admit, it looks like the next 6 games, doesn't it? What have you done? That team can play brilliant football, they just can't shoot on target. Mansfield are just one of those teams, like, they were my team to watch. Go see the video if you've played this on Rewind. And they just seem to be playing brilliant football, very pretty. But I don't know if Roy agrees, but it's great, pretty football. But they're not winning with pretty football. Is it time to stop playing? Probably not a coincidence. Oh dear. Anyway, I'm going to go back up to the... because live score's a little bit different, so we don't get the names of people who have got the ball. So Mansfield have... goal for Middlesbrough! Middlesbrough, I'm looking at Mansfield, and over on my left-hand side, Middlesbrough...
And last scored. It's a beautiful move from Middlesbrough. What a goal in terms of precision passing. And right through the heart of the defence, and Lat scores, and he celebrates.
Lat scores. I've got to put that one on before we go to the Mansfield game, and Mansfield are actually attacking at the minute as well. So we'll put that one on before we go to this game. Lat. Ooh, Charlton nip in, intercept it, and manage to get a throw in. Throw it short on the Charlton right. They're in their own half at the minute. Cross the line. Oh, good tackle there on the left by Mansfield, and Lat
pounces. Wallace was trying to flick his heels to
down the left.
He had no chance.
Into the box. Corner of the box. Oh, back out again. Cross to the middle. We're sort of going round it. We're doing little triangulations now. Mansfield right on the left-hand side of the box, and Charlton tried to... a bit of a free kick to Charlton right on the edge of the box there. Could have gone either way, I think, that one.
Before the game has now got back underway.
So, Mansfield there. Actually, I prefer the other one. I do prefer the other one. I can see people. I can see who's playing on the other one. So I will swap, because I think the other one gives me more information on who... That one gives me more information on who's... actually got the ball. Free kicks and corners and such are better on that one, but this one gives me a little bit more information. Let's have a look. Swansea are 1 up against Sunderland, so Swansea have... this again. Roy's just said about the team that you wouldn't expect to be doing well. And we've got it continuing, Roy, because it's Swansea 1, Sunderland 0. I'm going to try and find the damn thing there. Swansea 1, there we are. So, and Swansea, they can score, but and
latest
Sunderland have been playing a little poorly of late, but
so they're getting everybody.
They have indeed scored. Exeter have just scored against Barnsley, so our friend from Barnsley is now rubbing his wounds, because we wouldn't have thought. See, that's another one. Exeter. We wouldn't think Exeter would be doing so well. Yeah, Exeter have just scored, and Exeter now, as Millwall are now attacking. Oh, but they lose it in midfield. And Middlesbrough right into. Oh, they get it taken off him by Leonard in the. I'm watching two games while trying to put Exeter 1-0 up.
Through the ball, don't put his leg in the way. Ayling goes to ground as a result.
So Exeter 1, Barnsley 0. Just quick check on the others. Rotherham 1, Northampton 0. Let's quickly. I want to go back into that Mansfield game, Charlton Mansfield, because it was looking quite interesting. Oh, and Charlton have a long kick way out. Mansfield goalie so kicks it. Down the right wing out to Doak. And he kicks it straight to a Charlton player who kicks it back to him. That could have been so dangerous. The Mansfield goalkeeper played a blinder there, giving it straight to the Charlton attack. And it goes straight to the other end, and Mansfield have a cross, but it's not going to go anywhere, and it's a Charlton goal kick. And this is getting end-to-end stuff. This is. Yeah, I mean, you've been saying it a while, haven't you? Pretty football, and they keep playing pretty football, but it doesn't get you anywhere. It was Cahill grabs it, intercepts it from a Charlton player in his own half. A couple of 1-2s. As Zaz now has a shot in our watch game. It's off target. And Middlesbrough are on the. It's quite back. It's quite end to end in the Middlesbrough game. That's actually quite enjoyable. Mansfield have a throw in. They took it from the left hand side to the right. Charlton tackled him. And it went out for a throw in to Mansfield. Let's just see the Mansfield throw in, and then we will. Barnsley. I mean, a couple of our watchalong guests are Barnsley fans, and they keep saying, like, if they're going to lose it, it's going to be in the first 10 minutes or the last 10 minutes. And they've just not been very good. They've just been getting far too many draws, and then the draws turn to defeats, and you're thinking, not doing very well at the minute. Decided that was a spot kick. Luke Ayling, I think, is the one that's now down receiving treatment for Middlesbrough. That's after that kick to Ben Doak's leg a few moments ago. So what we got? 15 minutes. Still 1-0 to Borough. We're waiting for a Mansfield throw-in. They just had an injury of stoppage. Eventually gets cut out by Charlton by Matt Godden. Bergsorg is down injured for Middlesbrough, so that game is temporarily stopped. So our Watchalong is stationary at the minute. So let's go through some of the others. We have got loads of other games. And Lincoln. I mean, what did you say? Have you jinxed it, Roy? You jinxed it. Huddersfield 0, Lincoln City 1, and this is just ridiculous. I can't believe we've got the sides that we are scoring are not the sides I would be expecting. Huddersfield at home with a Championship class side. Lincoln City lost to Rotherham, and they played garbage. And yet it's Huddersfield 0, Lincoln City 1. And it's like, how? Shrewsbury Town, there's a goal at Shrewsbury. Will this go the same way? It's Shrewsbury Town 0, Wickham 1. Well, that's going the way we expected it, isn't it? I still think Shrewsbury could get a goal there, but I don't think they'll win. Another shot by Latte Lat, but it's wide, and that one just goes nowhere.
Really panic stations there.
Let's go Reading Blackpool. This is a game where neither of these teams want to lose. Neither of these teams want to lose. And I'm worried that this game will be a little bit 0-0 because I don't know about you, Roy, but when I see these games, neither of them want to lose it, so they don't attack as much as what they in case they let their back end too free. At the minute, Blackpool are attacking down the middle, but they're not being overzealous. You know, they're going forward, but not making any risky moves. As they push it forward, that is a risky move, and they lose it, and Reading kick it out. But they kick it out, and they lose it straight away to Pennington for Blackpool. Blackpool down the middle, Lewis Wing intercepts it. It's 56% possession to Reading. Okay, it was only 18 minutes. However, 4 shots, none on target for Reading. 1 shot, and it was on target for Blackpool. So, you know, Blackpool could nick this one. And yeah, Blackpool they played well. They had the manager bounce, and then, of course, the manager's son died, and everything went to pot. And I thought that they would actually be playing better for him, but they didn't. And now they seem to have just started to get a little bit back into it. I want to check his stats. Huddersfield, 62% possession. Really? I mean, 1-0 down, and Barnsley are 1-0 down. Oh dear, yeah, Barnsley 1-0 down still. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's down to 56 now. Yeah, Huddersfield are definitely in the ascendancy as Lincoln City are back on the attack. They come in on the right hand side from Durikwa. 19 minutes. And another corner, and this corner is again for Lincoln City. Let's wait for the Lincoln City corner. Durikwa had a really good shot there from just on the right. It was a bit of a tight angle. He wasn't going to get anything from it. Let's wait for this 20 minutes, and Lincoln City have a chance to make it 2-0 away at Huddersfield Town. They'll be absolutely singing in the stands. There'll be limbs. Is this going to be limbs for the side with oh no, straight to the goalkeeper. Hang on, he's parried it away. Only as far as Montsmar, and he has a shot, and it's off target. I tell you what, that was a bad parry by the Huddersfield goalkeeper. Comes across, parries it straight. He did what Rotherham did in the midweek against Tranmere. Parried it to the opposition. And yeah, it was. Yeah, they killed their goal against us was it was a free kick. It was a free kick, and our goalkeeper parried it straight in front of the Lincoln City striker, and well, you're not playing next week, are you? Into the net. And rightly so, he's being taken away. So Cameron now is not our goalkeeper because he's made a couple of absolute howlers in the last 2 games, including the one against Lincoln that from their set piece. And Lincoln are on the attack again. But Huddersfield nick it. 4 shots to Lincoln, 1 on target, 1 in the net. Let's see what we have got. Exeter 1, Barnsley 0, Huddersfield 0, Lincoln 1, Peterborough 1. Peterborough 1, Crawley 0. And it looks like the half that Peterborough are going to... Crawley play well for about 45 minutes every game, and it's never for. They never play a full 90 minutes of decent football. It looks like Peterborough are going to make the most of the half that Crawley don't play well in. So Peterborough 1, Crawley 0. Might put that one back on. Rotherham, Reading 0, Blackpool 0, Rotherham 1, Northampton 0, Shrewsbury 0, Wycombe 1. Another goal. Stevenage 1, Stockport 0, and Peterborough have just scored again. And Cambridge have scored against Wrexham. Oh my God. Roy. I know. Crawley is so good for 45 minutes. And they got a good side. It's like they can play well because they do for 45 minutes. We've got a couple of goals to put in here now, haven't we? So we have got, going backwards, we've got Cambridge to put on. That's Cambridge winning 1-0 at Wrexham. We've got Stevenage 1-0 up at home to Stockport. We have Wycombe 1-0 up.
On the face of Langstaff.
Oh dear Lord. And then Peterborough's the other one, isn't it? So help! I haven't got to the other league. I haven't got the championship yet. Fucking Peterborough. Don't say that your side scored, please. Peterborough 2. Let's get out of that first, and we'll. Right. So, quick look at the championship, because I'm sure we'll have missed a few goals. We have. Yeah, so Crawley can play so well, can't they? They're just not doing it at the minute. So it's Blackburn 0, Luton 0, Borough 1, Millwall 0. That's our watch-along at the minute. And it's Middlesbrough with a throw-in on halfway. And Are they winning? I'll tell you what, let's have a quick look. And Liverpool have a red card. Liverpool have a red card. 10-man Liverpool 0, Fulham 1. Wolverhampton 0, Ipswich 1. This surely means the Wolves manager will be given the walking orders at the end of the game. This has to be the last game for him. He can't lose against Ipswich. He will be sacked for that, surely to God. And it's Oxford 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Oxford 1. Oh grief, get back in there. Oxford 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0. Sheffield United 1, Plymouth 0. And is this the end of Paul Rooney's job? This is another one. So, is it? Well, I've not even got through the end of this one yet. Goals are going in everywhere, guys. I think we're. This is one of those times where it's good to be a blogger, but hell, Stoke City 1, Cardiff 0, Swansea now 2-0 up at home to Sunderland, and I'll take it that our friend Roy has just given me the insight. It's Birmingham 1, Bristol 0, Charlton 0, Mansfield 0, Exeter 1, Barnsley 0, Huddersfield 0, Lincoln 2. What the hell? We've got to go. We've got to go into the Huddersfield game, haven't we? Reading and Blackpool. There's a goal in there. It's Reading 0, Blackpool 1. And Aziz has a shot on target for Millwall, and Millwall are coming back. And Reading, Shrewsbury, Wigan, Stevenage 1, Stockport now 1. And we're going to quickly stop here because this is getting absolutely ridiculous. We're getting goals everywhere. Yeah, Huddersfield game looks a banging out. It does, doesn't it? Let's have a go into it, shall we? Where the hell's my Huddersfield game? It's up there. There's Peterborough 2-0 as well. But this game seems to be completely against the run of play. So the possession figures, Huddersfield's possession has dropped to 52%. They had most of the ball. One shot for Huddersfield, one on target, no goals. Lincoln City, 5 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. Now, 2 shots on target, 2 goals. Bloody hell. We are talking a crap League One side, and they really have played rubbish, Lincoln City. And yet, Huddersfield, 28 minutes now, and Kasumu, who I'm not a great fan of. I don't like Kasumu. He just seems to lose it too often for me. On the right hand side for Huddersfield Town. Kadamatri again for Lincoln. Who scored the first one? House. So House again for the first one. Kadamatri for the second one. And it's 2-0 to Lincoln City. It's Millwall 1, Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0 in our watch-along. McNamara pushes it through, but Millwall are offside. Edmondson will build from the back for Middlesbrough. I'm glad you're watching it. Is it pretty football though, Roy? Because that now, you know, surely if Mansfield are playing such pretty football, it's good to watch, yeah, and you enjoy watching it. We're going to watch this for a couple of minutes. We'll go into Mansfield game because it sounds like it's heating up over there. Throw in Huddersfield down to Kasumu, and Kasumu now he pulls it back to Helic in his own subjective. Chapman as Millwall trying to build from their own half now against Middlesbrough. Oh, Lincoln City tap it out, and it's Huddersfield throwing on the halfway line. But it just looks like Huddersfield are trying to get back into this game, but they're still not able to get past that halfway line. They just can't get past the halfway line. At the minute, it's on the halfway line with Huddersfield. They're passing it in the midfield area. Vanderberg, Howson for Middlesbrough.
Pressurising is non-existent for now as well. They've just slowed down a little
Hackney,
bit in that department.
Dick Steele, Middlesbrough gently put. Latte-Lat loses it to Saville. You see, Latte-Lat's not a very good tackler, is he? He's one who likes to get to the end of the ball and get the ball passed to him. And there he had to tackle it. And
we now can get a 1-2 and stride over halfway. He's still going, the Millwall man. Wants to run. Gets it. It's
still Liverpool, 10-man Liverpool 0, Fulham 1.
Goes back for a second piece of the pie and wins it back from him.
It's now Swansea 1, Swansea 2, Sunderland 0. I think we had that one, didn't we? I can't remember. Let's just check that one.
It's a 4-5. Middlesbrough just slightly out.
Yeah, we did. Swansea 2, Sunderland 1. Yes, that's it. Sunderland have got a goal back.
We've had mistakes here from both teams, which is adding to
Stoke 1, Cardiff 0, Swansea 2, Birmingham 1, Bristol 0, Charlton 0, Mansfield 0, Exeter 1, Barnsley 0. We've got that. Huddersfield 0, Lincoln 2, Peterborough 0, Crawley. Peterborough 2, Crawley 0. Reading 0, Blackpool 1, Rotherham 1, Northampton 0, Shrewsbury 0, Wickham 1.
Down the line.
Where's Shrewsbury gone? Shrewsbury 0, Wickham 1, Stevenage 1. Stockport have equalised 1. And yeah, you're right. It's Wrexham 1, Cambridge 1. So managed to get back there.
We'll be interested to see where he goes next, Neil Harris, whether he'll take a break until the end of the season.
So yeah, obviously Neil Harris steps down after the game here on our live. So Neil Harris's Millwall losing 1-0 to Middlesbrough. His final game of his Middlesbrough career, of his Millwall career, decided that he'd had enough. Probably have a rest, I think. I don't think he'll come back into football that quickly.
Millwall and Borough have found out in recent years. Tanganga back to Jensen.
Borges pushes it forward. Denor. Oh dear. Let's go to my team, Rotherham. We haven't been there for a while. Dylan Phillips has it in goal. It's 4 shots to Rotherham, 3 on target, 1 shot, and it was on target for Northampton. Oh, forward down the middle, but Northampton intercept that one. McGowan. I was looking at the Northampton back line, and the Northampton back line is actually quite impressive. And Rotherham has scored. I don't even know where that one came from. I was about to go to the lineups and took my eyes off it, and it's Rotherham 2, Northampton 0, and all of a sudden Rotherham seemed to be just getting a little bit. We were quite impressed at the in the Mickey Mouse Cup in midweek, where the crowd was an amazing 1,050. So yeah, we had our lowest crowd ever at Rotherham. And I can't find Rotherham. Where have we gone? We've disappeared. I can't believe we're actually winning a game. We'll probably end up 2-2 or something stupid like that. So there we are. It's now 5-1 on Rotherham winning, 5-1 against a draw, and 14-1 against a Northampton win. Millwall now. And Millwall are attacking quite constantly now. Ipswich is still winning away. Yeah, 2-2. Arsenal 0, Everton 0. Yeah, and I would really expect Arsenal to be wiping the floor with Everton. Yeah, let's have a look at it. Why not? Why not, Roy? We'll have a look at the Arsenal. Yeah, 80% possession to Arsenal. 5 shots, but only 1 on target for a Premier League class side. If you're going to have 5 shots, you need at least 2 of those on target, don't you? 1 on target, no goals. Everton 1 shot, not on target. Arsenal have been in the have been in the final third 33 times. Everton have been in the final third 4, which is sort of 1 every 10 minutes, which is going to really please the fans. As Hackney has a shot on target and he's parried away for a corner for Middlesbrough. And Middlesbrough are really pressing for this second goal here. As Everton have, they did well. They nearly got through, but it was offside. But yeah, it looks totally one-sided, and I can't see how Arsenal are still 0-0. Really can't. And Wolverhampton. Let's have a look at the stats in this Wolverhampton-Ipswich game. I want to see 54% possession to Wolverhampton. As Wolverhampton have a corner. Oh no, it's throw in by the corner. It's a dangerous throw in. 4 shots to Wolverhampton, 1 on target, no goals. 3 shots to Ipswich, 2 on target, 1 goal. Ipswich are winning. Short throw in. Doherty into the cross. Simiano kicks it out, and it's a Ipswich get it. Try crossing it across, but lose it, and then Wolves are pushing into the middle. Danny O'Shea grabs it, intercepts it, passes it back to Muric, who can kick it as far as he can, I think, and try and get it out. Wolves are actually on the attack here. So that's actually quite interesting. Wolves are trying to come back as fast as they can. It's Blackburn. We can actually go back into. It's Blackburn 1, Luton 0. So Blackburn have scored against Luton, and Luton's year is just going from bad to worse, isn't it? I mean, what have Luton done? And they've still got a really good side. It's just really weird, isn't it? And Sheffield Wednesday have equalised against Oxford, and it's now Oxford 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1. It's still Sheffield United 1, Plymouth 0. However, it's Stoke City 1, Cardiff 1, and Cardiff have got one back there, and Swansea still 2-1 up at home to Sunderland. It's now Birmingham 2, Bristol Rovers 0. And it doesn't look like the Birmingham train is going to stop anytime soon, does it, Roy? I hate to admit it, but I don't think it is. Charlton 0, Mansfield 0. And we'll go into that when I've been through these. Exeter 1, Barnsley 0, Huddersfield 0, Lincoln 2. It's now Peterborough 2, Crawley 1, and that's now. Will Crawley take 20 minutes to start playing well? They usually play well for about 40 minutes in a game. Have Crawley just decided to start playing football? Reading 0, Blackpool 2. So, will they start picking up, because they have been okay? Rotherham 2, Northampton 0. Shrewsbury 0, Wickham 1. Stevenage 1, Stockport 1 we knew about, and it's still Wrexham 1, Cambridge 1. And we go to one of our only games on 0-0. One that Roy is insisting on not watching, as Middlesbrough have a shot, but it's off for Jensen to grab. So it's Mansfield coming through with Bacchus, and he's on the right hand wing. 39 minutes. And he crosses it in. Oh, he's kicked straight out as soon. Good cross, but it just wasn't to any Mansfield player. And a bit of a ding-dong match in the midfield. Connor Coventry coming out on top there and giving it to Mitchell for Charlton. So he's pushing it down the right hand side, and at the minute 40 minutes, and Charlton are just passing it around in midfield at the minute.
Millwall again, headed away by Edmondson. Now Honeyman picks up the loose pass. Essay.
And quick look at the other games. Middlesbrough, Lincoln 2, Peterborough 2-0, Blackpool 2-0. Yeah, still going in midfield for Charlton. They're keeping possession at the minute. Pass it forward, but Cahill grabs that one. Gets across to Reed on the right hand side. Tries passing it back to the left, but Taylor intercepts it. He gets it across to the left for Mitchell to work with us. Dick Steele and Doka. Ooh, that was intercepted by Mansfield in the box. A bit of a ping pong ball on the far left, right hand side for Mansfield, and it's a Charlton throw in on their left. Halfway through the Mansfield half. Short back to Gillespie. Connor Coventry. Taylor. Latte Lat now for Middlesbrough, but he passes it back to Howson. He's trying to do a 1-2 because he's not great at tackling. And as he's back to Dick Steele, they're really quite pushing it. And Charlton, on the other hand, cross it in, and it goes straight for a goal kick for Mansfield. Kick it straight out. It's a Mansfield throw-in now on the halfway line, on their left.
That might be an avenue they've got to change at half-time.
We're on 42 minutes there, just ticked over 42 minutes.
For Millwall with performances like this, there's only really been Tanganga. Denore's looked okay, as has SA.
You have to fear for them, don't you? Because their stadium is not. I mean, it's not even Championship standard, is it? Not really. Mansfield have a throw-in now. 7-4, 7-4 against Charlton, winning 8-5 against a draw, and it's 21-10 against Mansfield. So there's not much in it. Oh, right to the left-hand side, to the right-hand side for Mansfield. Small intercepts it for Charlton, and 43 minutes. Charlton now trying to rebuild from the back. Millwall kick it out, but only as far as Vandenberg. You've got to do better than that.
The ball is cleared away from Millwall's corner flag, all the way up to halfway. Easily dealt with by Vandenberg.
Vandenberg back to Bryn.
Back into his centre-back spot. So he headed the ball at left back. He was able
Hackney.
to
So anything in the Premier League? It's still 10-man, Liverpool 0, Fulham 1. Wolverhampton 0, Ipswich 1. That could be a game changer for them, couldn't it? You can just see Wolverhampton getting rid of their manager at the end. And Luton Town now, it's Blackburn 2, Luton Town 0. So, yeah, what were you saying? Roy? It's not looking good for Luton Town, is it? Whichever way you dress this, it doesn't look good. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's our watch-along game. Oxford 0, Oxford 1, Sheffield Wednesday 1. That's still 1-1. Sheffield United still winning 1-0 at home to Plymouth. Stoke City now 1-1 with at home to Cardiff. Swansea 2, Sunderland 1. Sunderland getting a goal back. I want to have a look at Mr. Rooney's team here. And how the hell have they 60% possession to Plymouth? 60% possession to Plymouth away at table-topping Sheffield. Well, keep bobbling up and down, don't they? Table-topping Sheffield United. It's also 3 shots to Sheffield United, 2 on target. 6 shots to Plymouth, 2 on target. But Sheffield United have got one of their 2 in the net. Believe it or not, Plymouth are playing better than Sheffield United. 1 minute extra time at Sheffield United. 3 minutes extra time at Middlesbrough. Anything going to happen in the last Stoke Cardiff? What did we have for Stoke Cardiff? Have we just seen a goal while I was away? Stoke 1, Cardiff 1. Swansea 2. Yeah, okay. Exeter, Lincoln 2. Blackpool 2 up. Rotherham 2 up. Wycombe 1 up. 1-1. Wrexham 1-1. So yeah, we're okay there. So one of the only games that we have got 0-0 is indeed this game. I'm looking. Oh, and it's half time at Charlton. Charlton 0, Mansfield 0. 48% possession to Charlton, 52 to Mansfield. 2 shots to Charlton, 2 on target, no goals. 6 shots to Mansfield, which is actually quite different. 1 on target, no goals. They'll be quite upset that they only got 1 on target out of 6. However, it is a change from Mansfield. They don't usually shoot. They usually just go straight through the box and out the other side. They are shooting once or twice more than they have been. But we'll see what happens with that one. And
losing his footing. Langstaff kept it though. Esedo did not. Double deflection.
Arsenal's half time 0-0. Arsenal 0, Everton 0. I've got to have a look at the stats on here before I go for a cup of coffee. I'm going for the stats on the Arsenal Everton game because this looks so one-sided. 74% possession to Arsenal, 26 to Everton. 7 shots to Arsenal. You would have thought that 7 shots, 2 on target for Arsenal. That's dreadful. I mean, Everton have only got 26% possession, 1 shot not on target. That's you'd expect that. But 7 shots, 2 on target for a team that's got 74% possession. And they've only been in the opposition in the final third 38 times. You still think, where's all the play? It must be in midfield and defence. They must be playing it in the back 2/3 of the pitch. Weird. Just weird. It's one of those games where the poorer side is actually doing quite well. Like Roy said earlier, it's just weird. Blackburn Luton was still playing, but what's happened? Blackburn are in the attack. They run it into the area.
Advantage at home against Millwall. A brilliant counter attack and a brilliant 1-2 between.
As Millwall finishes for half time, 1-0 to Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. Oh, and Blackburn nearly get a goal there, and it gets kicked out to the corner for Beck, but Beck crosses it into Bat, and Bat has a shot, and it's battered out. And Pickering has a shot, and that's kicked out, and Blackburn there really peppering the Luton goal, and it's called off for half time. Blackburn 2, Luton 0. We're gonna go for a coffee break now. I think I need it. It's been a half. One of the bloody goals in the first half is just amazing. Lincoln City 2-0 up away at Huddersfield. Who would have believed it? Exeter 1-0 up at home to Barnsley. Yeah. And Cambridge were winning against Wrexham, but it's 1-1. You wouldn't believe this. You just wouldn't believe some of these scores. Absolutely not. The Rotherham game is actually still still going.
The half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home.
Johnson Clark Harris has 2 goals at the minute, so that's interesting. Can he get a hat-trick? So we're going to go, it's half-time at Rotherham, there we are. They actually played 9 minutes extra time of 2 minutes extra time at Rotherham. Worked that one out. I'm going for a coffee. Let's just put Be Right Back on. Take the webcam off. Pass that across. I shall see you, and I'll leave you with the update, the summary from Middlesbrough versus Millwall. See you in the second half, Roy, and whoever the other 2 people are. Do like and subscribe, and you get more.
All saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. Brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Lav and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammate. Took 1 touch and slotted into the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Gehring had to be replaced by Jickdill for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts. All saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. Brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Lav and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammate. Took 1 touch and slotted into the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Gehring had to be replaced by Jickdill for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts. All saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. The The half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. Brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Lam and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammate at one touch and slotted into the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Gehring had to be replaced by Jickdill for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. Brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Lam and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammates at one touch and slotted into the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Gehring had to be replaced by Jickdill for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. Brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Lam and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammates at one touch and slotted into the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Gehring had to be replaced by Jickdill for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. Brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Lam and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammates at one touch and slotted into the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Gehring had to be replaced by Jickdill for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. Brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Lam and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammates at one touch and slotted into the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Gehring had to be replaced by Jickdill for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. Brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Lam and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammates at one touch and slotted into the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Gehring had to be replaced by Jickdill for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. The half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. Brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Lam and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammates at one touch and slotted into the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Gehring had to be replaced by Jickdill for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. Brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Lam and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammates at one touch and slotted into the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Gehring had to be replaced by Jickdill for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. Brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Lam and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammates at one touch and slotted into the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Gehring had to be replaced by Jickdill for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. Brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Lam and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammates at one touch and slotted into the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Gehring had to be replaced by Jickdill for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. A brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Ladd and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammate, took one touch and slotted it to the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Ayling had to be replaced by Jigsdale for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. A brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Ladd and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammate, took one touch and slotted it to the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Ayling had to be replaced by Jigsdale for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. A brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Ladd and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammate, took one touch and slotted it to the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Ayling had to be replaced by Jigsdale for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. A brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Ladd and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammate, took one touch and slotted it to the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Ayling had to be replaced by Jigsdale for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage at home against Millwall. A brilliant counter-attack and a brilliant 1-2 between Ladd and Azaz put them in front. Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammate, took one touch and slotted it to the far corner. Sadly before that, Luke Ayling had to be replaced by Jigsdale for injury. Millwall have offered a couple of efforts, all saved by Bryn, who's been tremendous. He has denied Essay and Langstaff. So the half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half has given Middlesbrough a 1-0 advantage.
So we are going to be back soon. It's actually Wycombe 2-0. I was just looking at the... Wycombe are now first in League One with 43 points. Birmingham are now second with 42. Wrexham third with 41. You have to go all the way back to fourth. Huddersfield in fourth with 35 points. 6 points behind already. We aren't even at Christmas yet. Huddersfield, then it's Stockport County with 34, Reading with 31, Lincoln with 30, Bolton with 30, and then Barnsley and Exeter with 27. Mansfield at the minute have dropped to 12th position. Other ones, Rotherham are up to 16th at the minute. They could get another one. They could get another place if they scored another couple. But Charlton would have to not score. In fact, if Mansfield scored, that would do Rotherham a good deed. It'd put Rotherham up above. No, it's Wigan. Yeah, Wigan. Yeah, we'd go above Charlton if Charlton lost, wouldn't we? Yeah. So it's all good. Bottom four at the minute are Shrewsbury 24th, Burton 23rd, but they're starting to play well. 22nd Cambridge, they're starting to play well. 21 is Crawley, and they're starting to play well for 45 minutes in a game, so that's going to be interesting. And above them, Bristol Rovers and Northampton and Leyton Orient. And Bristol Rovers can play really well if they turn up. Northampton have been playing really good in defence, and Leyton Orient have just been a completely different team, haven't they, lately? They've been playing extremely well. And that has to put pressure on the teams that are above them, like Stevenage, Rotherham and Wigan. They have to be looking over their shoulders. And dare I say it, even Charlton, who are in 14th, aren't that far ahead They're on Charlton on 24. Crawley are on 19. They're only 5 points ahead of the drop zone. Any team, I mean, like Roy said a few weeks ago, any team can beat any team in this division. Absolutely right. At the minute, there's a hell of a lot of teams, because there's 4 going down from League One. There's so many that can actually beat other teams. It's just incredible. So we go back to, we'll see which games start first. Mansfield has started. We'll go there. That actually looks like it's the first one to start. Is Charlton Mansfield. Charlton on the attack on the left hand side. Canu, Anderson, Canu back to Taylor. Small. Well, passing it short, little quick short passes now down the left. Passing it back to Gillespie. Anderson, ooh, gets intercepted but goes straight to Taylor. Loses it to Evans. Backus now. For Mansfield, back to Reed. Evans. Reed. Evans. On the edge of the box. Got to do something with it. But they don't. 46 minutes. What's happening there?
The half-time score at the Riverside is Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. That's a last goal in the first half.
Charlton have made a substitution. Gordon's come off and Lieben has come on.
Delightful cutback from Azaz to pick out his teammates at one touch and slotted it to the far corner.
Reed passing it in midfield. Mansfield, they're doing okay. They're just not getting forward. They try passing it to the right, but Gillespie grabs it for Charlton. Passes it across the other side to Mitchell. Lieben. Lieburn's been brought on at half-time for Charlton. He's actually playing quite a... He's already had several touches and he's looking quite fresh. Bowery now. Hewitt for Mansfield. Pushes it down the right, but Gillespie's too good to be beaten by a sneaky cross down. Middlesbrough now underway, and we're starting to get underway. Let's have a look. So, usually when we start the next half, everybody starts scoring. Peterborough have indeed done just that. Peterborough 3, Crawley 0. I tell you, don't we? As soon as you open it up, you can almost guarantee that some side is going to catch someone out from the off. And in this case, it's Peterborough, and it's Peterborough 3. Crawley 0. It's still there, 2-0 there, 2-0 there. Wickham is 2-0, by the way. I did see that was before the half time, so Wickham is 2-0. The other two 1-1. And Charlton Mansfield, what's happened there? The odds have just disappeared. It's a throw in to Charlton. Across to Lieben, and Backus kicks that one out, and that was close there for Charlton. Kicks it out as far as Mitchell, and Mitchell now right hand side for Charlton. Walking it towards the back to Conor Coventry, back to Jones, and back to their own goal area. Kicks it out to Canu, but he loses it to Ashilaya, and Ashilaya now trying to keep the ball away from the away from the Charlton midfielders, I think. So far, not doing too bad a job, but he needs to lay it off to somebody. And Charlton not doing too bad. Barnsley have equalised. It's now 1-1. So if we go there, it's Exeter 1, Barnsley 1. So our friend from Barnsley will be a little bit happier this half. So as Cahill now has it, Mansfield doing a good job of just keeping the ball at the minute. Reed tries a through ball to Bowery. He misses it, but then Bowery gets it back. He's running around the wrong way. He's run back. He's took the ball, but he's took it back out of the box. Back to Tracy. Back to crosses it in, but Maynard Brewer gets it, and he's just trying to keep the ball from Mansfield Town at the minute. Kicks it to the far left. Where the hell's Bowery get back? How did he get from there to there? Bowery manages to give it, cross it down here, and then get it back at the far opposite side of the pitch. And is tackling Small now on the back left, back right for Mansfield. And how the hell he's got from one side to the other and to the front to back of the pitch. Opposite corner to opposite corner in a couple of minutes. He must have sprinted that. Anderson. And Anderson gets clattered into, and yellow card for Mansfield. And it's getting quite hectic at Charlton. Charlton is now starting to heat up. It's Newcastle 3, Leicester 0, but that's being looked into at the minute, so we can't. It may stand and it may not. Blackburn 2, Lincoln 0. Luton 0. Lincoln. They hope. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0. As Millwall have a shot, but it's way off target there in our watchalong. Oxford 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2. They've come from behind Sheffield Wednesday, and now we have. I did say give it me back. And Sheffield Wednesday have actually gone into the lead there, so that's gone from 1-1 to 2-1 to Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield United still 1-0 up. Stoke 1-1. Swansea 2-1. Throw in for Middlesbrough for Millwall in a dangerous area, close to Aziz. Aziz to Honeyman. McNamara. Cross over on the other side across the box to Leonard on the opposite side. Denor for Millwall. As Charlton, Ashilaya has a good interception there. Gives it to Backers, panicking now. Gives it to Atkins. Akins now loses it to Mitchell, and Mansfield are falling apart at the minute. They're falling apart. Connor Coventry tries crossing it in. Blake Tracy kicks it back out, and he kicks it over the halfway line, but straight to a Charlton player who passes it forward to Anderson, kicks it in, but Pym managed to parry that one out on 53 minutes. He kicks it all the way to the other side, but it's Gillespie for Charlton that gets it, and Canu now. It's constant stream of pressure from Charlton as Millwall is still pressurising this Middlesbrough end. Connor Coventry now for Charlton. Jones. I'm looking at both streams here. This is just ridiculous. Leonard for Millwall. Taylor, Gillespie, Leeburn. And Leeburn's been a pain in the arse for Charlton against Mansfield. Lewis loses it to Connor Coventry for Charlton. Charlton can build from their own half. And Millwall are still building. So they're knocking it around midfield. They're not getting anywhere, but they're still building, trying to keep the ball. Jones in midfield gives it back. Gets it back to Gillespie. And it's a goal at Rotherham. Andre Green has scored for Rotherham, and it's 3-0 now for Rotherham United. And believe it or not, Rotherham haven't won by 3 goals for 5 years. It's been 5 years since Rotherham have won by 3 goals or more. I can't believe that Rotherham will actually beat one of their records today. The first time they were gone so long without winning by 3 goals. 5 years. Absolutely ridiculous.
only as far as halfway, and Tanganga intercepts. He's got Lampard.
It's just so bad. Charlton are absolutely ripping. I mean, they really are ripping Mansfield apart at the minute. And Mansfield have to get a grip of this. They're panicking every time it comes forward.
We'll actually shout Tanganga for the yellow card. So Tanganga lost possession.
We're sticking with 2 games at the minute. We've got a watch-along of Middlesbrough. Middlesbrough are 1-0 up against Millwall. Borges now down the left-hand side to Hackney. And Hackney's a good player. I like watching Hackney. Actually, I just put a bet on for Rotherham to win 4-0, and the odds are the odds were 7.5 to 1. So I got 7.5 to 1 for Rotherham to win 4-0, which I think was bloody good. I mean, 7.5 to 1 when you're actually 2-0 up was at half time. I thought was quite good. Anderson now for Charlton. And what the stats? It's still only 52% possession to Charlton. Don't know how, but it's just ridiculous. They're just constantly pushing. We had 5 minutes ago a yellow card for Reed for Mansfield, and it's just through sheer panic. As Millwall back into defence. And 10-man Liverpool have equalised against Fulham. Liverpool 1, Fulham 1. Arsenal, who are just trouncing Everton, are still 0-0. And God knows how. Wolverhampton 0, Ipswich 1. And he's going to be sacked in the morning, isn't it? You're going to be sacked in the morning. Sacked in the morning. You're going sacked in the morning. No. Newcastle 3, Leicester City 0. And to be honest, Middlesbrough there had a good chance of crossing it, but Denor gets to that one first. Still 1-0, still 2-0 here at Blackburn. Sheffield United still 1-0. Sheffield Wednesday still winning 2-1 away at Oxford, still 1-1, and Barnsley have turned it around. It's now Exeter 1, Barnsley 2, and they're good in the middle of the game, and they're up there for a reason. They're up there because they can turn things around, but they usually only turn it around in the middle, and then they collapse at either end. So let's see if they keep it. Exeter 1, Barnsley 2, and it's Huddersfield 1, Lincoln 2. I mean, let's face it, Huddersfield are the better side. It's just a case of how the hell have they been not winning. Huddersfield 1, Lincoln 2. I'll give you that one. Oh my God, how the hell did that one? You didn't tell me about the Peterborough game. What the hell's been happening? I'm going to the Peterborough game. This is an amazing scoreline. I didn't see this one coming. Wow. Peterborough 3, Crawley 3. How the hell has that one come? And Stevenage have just taken the lead against Stockwell, for heaven's sake. I'll put this one on and then we'll forget the rest for a while. We'll just go to this 3-3 game. Stevenage 2. Where are we? Stevenage 2, Stockport 1. Done. And we will go. It's still Charlton 0, Mansfield 0. 2-1 on. 2-1, sorry, for Charlton to win. 3-1 for Mansfield. So they're not so absolutely amazing, isn't it? Crawley can turn it on for 45 minutes. This is their 45 minutes. I bet you they play well for another 30 minutes and then play badly. 3-3. Where are we? Peterborough 3, Crawley 3. 50% possession each. 12 shots each. 7 on target for Peterborough, 4 on target for Crawley, and it's Peterborough 3, Crawley 3. It's going in blocks. And I'll look at the time. Let's have a look at the time. We're going to have timeline on it. No, it's not giving it me. No, it's not giving it me. But yeah, you can guarantee that Crawley have been playing badly for a long time. They've had a slot where they've played their usual excellent football. As we got Crawley attacking now with Barker. Back to Wallacott, who tries wellying it down the left-hand side, but Peterborough get it, push it forward. Gets intercepted, but they lose it straight away to Mothersill. And Mothersill pushes it forward. Peterborough 4! Peterborough 4, Crawley Town 3. What a game! And it went straight from Mothersill in his own half on the left-hand side, and all of a sudden it's a complete shot. It just bursts through, and it's Peterborough 4, Crawley 3. This is a game and a half, isn't it? What a game. It's absolutely phenomenal. Crawley were on the attack, and it went out to one side, and all of a sudden it comes back in. It goes out to Mothersill, and it just gets straight through, and 4-3 to Peterborough, and we're waiting for the kick-off again. It's 61 minutes. God only knows what the final score's going to be. This is ridiculous. Oh, dear. You know, I'm even going to go back on that. I'm going to leave the... We'll go out occasionally. We'll just come back. It's Newcastle 4, Leicester 0. Liverpool 1, Fulham. We aren't started. It was substitution for Peterborough. So Peterborough are going to try and stop this yo-yoing. I don't think it'll end 4-3, do you? I don't think so at all. Got no chance. Blackburn 2, Luton 0, Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0 that we're listening to at the minute. Oxford 1, Sheffield Wednesday 3, and Sheffield Wednesday now are starting to walk away with that one. And they weren't. They were certainly second best in the first half, but Sheffield Wednesday coming back there. Sheffield United 1, Plymouth 0, Stoke 1, Cardiff 1, Swansea 2, Sunderland 1. Right, so Crawley now attacking down the middle with Swan. Tries a push to Showunmi, but he loses it, and Mothersill gets that one. On the left-hand side again. Barnsley 2-1. Yeah, Barnsley are winning 2-1. This game here, which is... that was a cross there from the right-hand side by Peterborough. And Crawley just nip it straight back at the same guy. Passes it back, and now it's gone straight to the opposite side, left-hand side for Mills. Back into defence and back into back to the goalie. It's Rotherham 3, Northampton 0. The first time in 5, it would be the first time in over 5 years that Rotherham have won by 3-0, by 3 goals or more. McKenna now. Cross to Malarkey for Crawley. They're going from side to side, literally from one end to the other. Kamara in the middle. Wickham are winning 2-0 still. Stevenage are still winning 2-1. Wrexham are still 1-1 with Cambridge. 52 minutes at Cambridge. Oh, and Crawley tried crossing it in there, but Donnelly gets it for Peterborough. What's the stats at Wrexham? 63% possession to Wrexham, just 37 to Cambridge, but 8 shots to Wrexham, 2 on target, 1 goal. 12 shots to Cambridge, 4 on target, 1 goal. Cambridge are in certainly not out of it down there at Wrexham. And again, Crawley have a good shot, but just doesn't. It gets pulled in by this time. Oh my God, Bilokovic. Blimey, all these foreign names. I'm not good at these. Bilokovic has got that one. Gives it to Kalongo. Donnelly. Can I have some English names, please? Halfway line now for Peterborough. I look in the Plymouth game. The Plymouth game is actually more even than you think. In fact, Blackburn Luton. Something's happened at Blackburn Luton. We'll keep his eyes on that as Crawley have a substitution. Something's happened at... I wonder if direct is the way to go in League One. Crawley and Lincoln do it well. Yeah, they do, don't they? And Lincoln just goes really direct, and then they try and get a free kick or a corner, and that's where they're really good. The free kick or the corner. And we've not been very good at it, but we started to do in midweek, this first time we did it, try and concentrate on the free kicks and the corners, and all of a sudden we won it easily, and you think, it's working, isn't it? Still 2-0 at Blackburn. I thought something had happened then, but look at the Ipswich game. Wolverhampton 0, Ipswich 1. You're getting sacked in the morning. Must be raining out. That's Forster now. Barker for Crawley Town. They're on the attack. Crawley trying to get the equalising goal. Malarkey's doing a bloody good job in the midfield. Gets McKenna, kicks it forward, trying to get Malarkey to run for it, but it doesn't. And they kick it out. Oh no, not the ping pong stuff. Settle down with Kelly for Crawley in the middle.
So SA's moved away. Saville looks at this.
I think it's definitely the idea is that you go direct and you try and get free kicks and corners, and set pieces will be the new way. I mean, you now have set piece coaches everywhere in every single team, and I think back in the 80s you didn't have set piece coaches, did we? I don't remember Rotherham having a set piece coach. As Crawley go take it down the right hand side, Forster now pulls it back in, but Katongo manages to kick it sideways to Bilakovic, and Bilakovic. Oh, please give me some English names. Bilakovic now, pitch, whatever. Tries kicking it out for Peterborough.
Thumps it back up the line, and that's towards Jensen.
No, it's not. And Rotherham have always tried it with the long ball, because that's what Evans likes, and the fans just say it's not working. The long ball doesn't work, especially when you've got Johnson, Clark, Harris up front, who can only score from his feet. So yeah, I agree. The long ball is dead. You can't play that anymore. It just doesn't. It doesn't work. And these old managers who think that it does, I just don't know where they think they're getting their ideas from, because it's not the way to go. Looking at the games, the goals seem to us like Bilakovic now has an injury for Peterborough, so we're on a pretty lengthy Peterborough stoppage. So we can have a quick look now at some of the others. Lincoln still winning 2-1 away at Huddersfield. Blackpool 2-0 up, Rotherham 3-0 up, Wickham 2-0 up, Stevenage 2-1 up, Wrexham. Wrexham are leading. It's I've just seen it. Oh, darn it. Wrexham 2. Yeah, just going down here. I'm thinking, is Cambridge going to hold on? No, they're not. Cambridge are losing 2-1 away at Wrexham. 67 minutes and they don't quite hang on. as we carry on with this game at Peterborough. Barker now for Crawley, and Crawley actually are having the most of the play with Kamara now. Oh, goes down the left, crosses it in. They kick it out as far as Barker, and Barker loses it to Jay Jones for Peterborough, and he loses it to McKenna. McKenna to Malarkey. There's a good connection between McKenna and Malarkey, isn't there? Down the left, Adameo runs into the box. Defenders are probably in the way at the minute because he can't quite cross it. Well, 70 minutes. And it's a corner. And it's a corner to Crawley Town. Crawley now have a corner.
To Azaz. Back to Doak.
Ooh, comes in. Barker has a shot, but it's off target. Hits a defender. Defender kicks it out. Gets it to Jay Jones. Mansfield are having a substitution now.
Millwall salvage something defensively. Good work from Saville. It's back out towards Azaz into Hackney.
71 minutes, and it's still 4-3. I can't believe it's still 4-3.
Getting back to help there with him. Still 70 minutes
timeline, let's have a look. What are we on? 71 minutes, we don't know. Stats for the Charlton game. 55% possession to Charlton, 45 to Mansfield, 6 shots, 2 on target for Charlton, 7 shots, 1 on target for Mansfield. It's not over, but I tell you what, it's a very tough game to watch. It's when Coventry have it, when Charlton have it, they look very dangerous. As Adameo goes down the left for Crawley.
Not picked out. So 20 minutes left. This championship game is dragging a little for those.
19 minutes or 18 minutes left at Peterborough.
To smile about on the score sheet. Injected a bit of pace from the bench with Watmore. And
it's just that Charlton looks so dangerous on the attack. It's like they get the ball and you're sort of thinking this is going in the net. Mansfield get the ball, get it in the corner, and it gets crossed, but no, the crossing isn't good enough. The crossing is just not good enough. As Peterborough attack down the left hand side, Mothersill, can they make it 5? Can he cross the ball? Doesn't look like it. I'm not going to get it crossed, is he? Oh no, it's a corner. It's a corner to Peterborough. It crosses it in. Oh, it's not. It goes out, and it's a missed shot by Peterborough, and it's a Crawley Town goal kick. It's getting quite boring at the Middlesbrough game. The Middlesbrough game is actually getting boring. As once again, Mansfield go down the left-hand side. What do you say? Cross it in straight to the goalkeeper, who kicks it out. Again, kicks it out to a Mansfield player, kicks it to the left, crosses it in, and it goes straight to the goalkeeper, who gives it to Maynard Brewer for Charlton. There's just no final ball is just not good enough from Mansfield. Connor Coventry takes it out for Charlton, right down the middle. Gillespie, Jones, down the middle, straight direct, Canoe, through Noah Ashilaya, cuts that one out. That's the dangerous thing about going down the middle, straight direct football, end to end. He managed to cut it out, kick it straight to far left. But once again, Charlton pressurise him, and the Mansfield guy just walks it out. Charlton now with a throw-in on right by their own right-hand flag.
Just allowing themselves to
Malarkey for Crawley Town. Adameo.
Is Saville striding over halfway?
Goes out. There's a Crawley substitution now. Crawley just wanting to get back into this. 3 goals in the first half, 4 goals already in the second half. Certainly a game to watch, isn't it?
There's no space for them here, Millwall.
They'll go out as a bit of a ping pong ball in the middle of the pitch now at Charlton.
Out to McNamara.
Let's just have a look at some of the scores, shall we? So we have, we go up into there. Newcastle 4, Leicester 1.
A bit of a wind up. In fairness to Leicester, he doesn't actually bite back, and Burgos comes across and split it up.
10-man Liverpool 1, Fulham 1. It's now Wolves 1, Ipswich 1. Perhaps he's saved his job. It's Blackburn 2, 10-man Luton 0. Borough 1, Millwall 0. Oxford 1. Sheffield Wednesday 3. Sheffield Wednesday coming back in that one. Sheffield United 1, Plymouth 0. But Plymouth are actually doing rather well for their 1-0 defeat at the minute. Stoke 1, Cardiff 2. So Cardiff have gone ahead in that one. Swansea 2, Sunderland 1. Birmingham 2, Bristol Rovers 0. Charlton 0. Crawley are in the attack again. Crawley. Charlton 0. Mansfield 0. Exeter 1, Barnsley 2. Huddersfield 1, Lincoln 2. Peterborough 4, Crawley 3, and Crawley are still attacking with the ball. Back to defence with Wallacott. Reading 0. Don't do that to me. Reading 0, Blackpool 2. Rotherham 3, Northampton 0. Shrewsbury 1, Wycombe 4. And Wycombe are walking it. They really are walking it now. That's 2 goals, 2 quick goals there at for Wycombe, and it's now. We have got a goal back for Shrewsbury, I suppose. Shrewsbury 1, Wycombe 4. 3 quick goals there. Stevenage 2, Stockport 1, and Wrexham 2, Cambridge 1, and Wrexham coming back from behind there to probably win it. Wow. How are we doing at Peterborough? Peterborough are on the attack with Mothersill again. How many times do you say Mothersill? I like Mothersill. He's certainly one of their best players, isn't he? Who's their captain? Who's their captain? I can't tell from you. Don't tell you who the captain is. How annoying. I'll do that. Sheffield Wednesday 3, Sheffield United 1-0. Sunderland have just. It's now Swansea 2, Sunderland 3. Now, where I've just been down those scores, right? I've just been down them, and I said Swansea 2, Sunderland 1. It's now Swansea 2, Sunderland 3. So where the fuck did that one? Where did that one come from? Reese Oates, very attacking. Thank God we can have a look at something different. So Shrewsbury 1, Wycombe 4. Jesus.
That is for sure. He should be replaced by Mitchell.
Things are starting to heat up now, aren't they? So Shrewsbury 2, Wycombe. Shrewsbury 1, Wycombe 4. Stevenage 2-1. Wrexham 2-1. Rotherham 3-0. Have a quick look into Rotherham's. Sam Nombe's injured. No, we can't have Sam Nombe injured.
Straight swap with striker Tom Bradshaw. So changes.
So Rotherham have got an injury at the minute. Reading 0, Blackpool have scored a third, so Blackpool look like they've wrapped that one up. It's still 4-3 here at Peterborough. Exeter 1, Barnsley 2, Birmingham 2, Bristol 0.
Howson into his hands.
And Charlton have another attack, and it's with him. Stops that one. Walks it out because he's passed back to him. Kicks it to into the other half. Maynard has it. Maynard Brewer for Charlton in his own half.
Didn't even need to get into that area if he's made a mistake like that.
Kicks it forward, trying to beat the back line, but Oshilaya eventually gets it for Mansfield. This game is really getting quite boring. Middlesbrough 1, Millwall 0, and Millwall are trying to push, but they're not really doing anything about it. I think Reading 0, Blackpool 3 is pretty much off now, isn't it? I mean, that's Fletcher has just scored for 3 minutes ago for Blackpool. Reading 0, Blackpool 3. I think we've got that on there. We've got the Liverpool 1-1. We've got the Wolverhampton 1. We said about the Wolverhampton 1-1. Mansfield now attacking. Hewitt. Cargill. Oh, Cargill just doesn't quite get that to Boateng. But Boateng manages to get it a couple of passes later and passes it to Lewis, who loses it to Adahme. And Adahme puts it out for a Mansfield throw-in. He could throw this into the corner of the box, but I don't think he will. I bet he does it short. Like I say, I think Mansfield tend to try and... I've come away from them Peterborough one. You know, it's like as soon as I watch it, I went in there and there was a goal, but it's been Crawley that have been pushing so far, not Peterborough. Hewitt into the corner. Bowery, Oates. Bowery, 1-2 with Oates, crosses it. Oh, Oates misses it. Boy, Gillespie grabs it instead. And Oates was close there. Oates could have just got on the end of it, but Bowery and Oates trying to do a quick 1-2 and didn't quite work out. Campbell now for Charlton, and Charlton are pushing down that left-hand side. Campbell, back to Campbell for Charlton. Let's just pass on to that one. Milaki. Oh, it's actually Mansfield get a yellow card. Notice that one. Ibrahim for Crawley Town on the right-hand side. Crawley now trying to push for an equaliser.
Encouraging everybody in Borough colours to get further downfield. Michael Carrick.
What we on? 83 minutes. Back to Ibrahim. Oh, it's out for a Peterborough throw-in their own half. Gillespie cross it. Oh, shot on target by Leeburn, and Charlton nearly take the lead. That was a good save. Mansfield nearly went behind there. Leeburn given the good cross in there from the left-hand side, back in their own half, and it just got lobbed long and eventually gets into the box for a shot on target. It gets saved and pushed out, but it's back in the Charlton half. And Lewis manages to grab it. He's intercepted it in the Charlton half, but it's said to be a free kick to Lewis. Got a foul against him, and it goes to Charlton for a free kick. Mothersill now has a shot for Peterborough, and Peterborough nearly it's saved on the line, and Peterborough nearly make it 5-3. Can't see that one ending like that, as Charlton kick it to the side, try passing it, but it fails and goes out for a Mansfield throw-in by their own left-hand corner. Peterborough now making a substitution. I don't think they want any more goals in this game, do they? They're going to do that. We'll go out to that one. And it's Liverpool 1, Fulham 2. Yeah, you've just seen it. You're watching it the same as me. Fulham, 10-man Liverpool 1, Fulham 2. What on earth? Newcastle 4, Leicester 0. Poor old Leicester. Wolverhampton 1-1. Will that be enough to save the boss's job? Not quite sure. As Mansfield have a goal kick now. They're saying that's the same. That's the same. That's now still the same. I saw that one. Birmingham 2-0. Charlton 0-0. Barnsley 2-1 up. Lincoln 2-1 up again. Peterborough 4-3 up. Blackpool now 3-0 up. Rotherham 3-0 up. Wickham 4-1 up. Yeah, and Stevenage 1-0 up, and Wrexham still 2-1 up. So nothing's happening at the minute. Going to our two good games here. We've got Charlton, Mansfield there. I don't need it on twice. We've got the watch-along here just bubbling away in the background. The Mansfield game is absolutely boring as hell. You don't want to watch the Mansfield game. It's pants.
Nicholson and him have been solid at the back today. A shaky start, give the ball away about 3 times in 10
Not
minutes.
seen a game quite so bad as that one.
He's strong when he needs to be the challenge, but he's been very delicate.
Yeah, not seen a game quite so bad as that game. It's really not good at all. Oh, what's happened? Something's happened at Charlton. No, Leeburn. Charlton are on the attack. Oh, Gillespie. All the odds have disappeared. Something's happened at Mansfield, at Charlton. And I don't know what it is. Cahill. Murray. Maris. For Mansfield. All the odds have disappeared. It's come back. Didn't go for that. Usually when they take the odds off, there's something that's serious that's happened, but it doesn't look like it. Oh, Maris gives it straight to Small, albeit in the left corner, but it's back to Connor Coventry in the right in the Mansfield corner. He's running it down to the left-hand corner. Campbell back to Coventry. Oh, crosses it. Osilaya kicks it out. Only for us, Connor Coventry kicks it, and it's off target. But then it just gets wellied out by Cahill. Back in. Mitchell. Cahill back out. Maris now. Oh, crikey. Mansfield panicking. Mansfield are in a state of panic. Maris now trying to get it out of the defence. And Charlton, a Charlton player wellies into him. It's going to be it's a yellow card to the Charlton player. And a free kick to Mansfield. Oh boy, who's on that one? Peterborough now attacking down the middle. Mansfield are making another substitution. It's 88.5 minutes now. Mansfield really need to start stepping up. It's 9 shots to both teams. 3 shots on target to Charlton. Only 1 on target for Mansfield in the entire 88 minutes. Well, 9 shots on target in the entire... They've just upped it. 9 shots on target. It's just so... Yeah, I'd say scrappy is the correct word for this one, Roy. Pym! Where's it? Where the hell's he? Pym, in the middle, near the centre circle, kicks it out, loses it to Canu. He's got to get back into the net because he's in the middle of the fucking pitch. What's your goalkeeper doing? He's in the middle of... luckily, Maris manages to get it from the Charlton guy. Crosses it in, but Small kicks it out to Coventry, back to Campbell, and gives Pym enough time to get back to the goal. Campbell rushes down the left-hand side. Peterborough have a cross and it goes out, and Crawley nearly ended up 5-3 down there. Corner to Charlton. Substitution there for. We've got Flint on for Lewis and Lewis off for Mansfield. And there's going to be a corner. Ooh, yellow card to Coventry. That was the other minute, wasn't it? 3 minutes extra time at Charlton. 5 minutes extra time at what? At Peterborough. So they get a throw in, and according to this, Pym takes the throw in on the far right hand side. It eventually goes to the 5 minutes too much. Oh dear. Oh, Bowery managed to grab that one from Small, but oh come on, ping pong ball, somebody grab it. Oates grabs it. Boateng, oh no, he loses it to a Mansfield Charlton player, and Collins now for Peterborough, and the Mansfield player loses it to Blake Tracy. Now, if you can keep the ball, Akins down the left runs it down the left. He's keeping it. Blake Tracy crosses it in, but it's and he loses it. Akins shoots and it's off target. Oh, they nearly managed it. Kicked out by Charlton, almost in a bit of a state of panic. 2 passes later, it gets to Maris. Maris can now try and apply the pressure again, and actually now it's all the other way. Oh no, Adami gets the ball, and somebody one of the Mansfield players ploughs into him, and it's a Mansfield yellow card. 90 plus 2 minutes of the 3 minutes. There's only 45 seconds left at Charlton, and Mansfield are pushing for a last second goal here, but it's with Charlton at the minute.
Heading clear up towards Conway. Tanganga come flying out of his.
I don't like the fact they've taken away the odds.
That's allowed Moore to go over the top of him and to Jones. He's got a lack of support though. Needs a helping hand. Bergzog. He goes to ground referee.
Oh, Charlton! Open, and as I say, that's an open net. It looked like it's. How the hell did Charlton not win that one? That was Cambridge scored. You are joking, aren't you? I'm watching these 2 games. It's just absolutely phenomenal. Charlton had to score there. Charlton simply had to win it. And I can't believe that, but you're right. It's Wrexham 2. Cambridge 2, and Cambridge fans are going to be going absolutely haywire, aren't they? It's still Shrewsbury Town. I'll keep my eyes on that. Full time at Charlton. Charlton 0, Mansfield 0, and both teams nearly won that in the last couple of minutes. It's 10-man Liverpool 2, Fulham 2. They've equalised. So what do we have? We have... Right, let's go through this because we're starting to finish. Blackburn 2, Luton 0, still going. The most boring game of all, which is Middlesbrough 1. Really happy with that. Yeah, I bet you are as well. I'll tell you what, you nearly won it in the last couple of seconds, and then you nearly lost it in the last couple of seconds as well. Middlesbrough 1-0, boring, don't watch it. Oxford 1, Sheffield Wednesday 3, Sheffield United 1, Plymouth 2, Plymouth 0. Sheffield United have scored. Sheffield United 2, Plymouth 0. Stoke 1, Cardiff 2. Swansea 2, Sunderland 3. Birmingham 2, Bristol Rovers 0. Charlton 0, Mansfield 0 we know about. Exeter 1. They were 2-2. Have they just won it? Yeah, I've just said that. Yeah, they've equalised 2-2.
Savills in front
Yeah.
West Wing 2.
Huddersfield 2.
Still
Now this is it. Huddersfield have equalised in the last few minutes. Huddersfield 2.
It'll be a corner. There's a Millwall player that went to ground in back play.
Lincoln 2.
Vandenberg laughs that off.
Peterborough
The ball down for a teammate.
4. Crawley 3.
Who's coming across? It could be Saville.
Reading 0. Northampton and Reading 0. Blackpool 3. Rotherham 3. Northampton 1. Nil. Sorry. Nil. Can this be the first time we win by 3 goals or more in over 5 years? Shrewsbury 1, Wickham 4, Stevenage 2, Stockport 1, Wrexham 2, Cambridge 2, and that looks like it's going to be it.
He's Conway, he's trying to pick him out, he's gone away from, he's put too much on it as Bergzorg. It had to just be a tap across the goal and it could have been fine.
Oh, you're fine. I mean, look, we've got 3 people in. I'm happy. Please do like and subscribe. We do need lots of subscriptions to get through this. They're all finishing now. Rotherham are making a substitution on 92 minutes. 92 minutes, got 5 minutes extra time. I need one more goal for Rotherham for us to for me to win a 7.5 to 1 bet. Doesn't look like I'm going to do it, does it? Liverpool now 10-man Liverpool 2, Fulham 2. Oh no! It's Wolverhampton 1, Ipswich 2. and Arsenal's finished. And yeah, 77% possession. How? How did they do that? It's just manic, isn't it? Oh dear. Rotherham in the attack by Wilkes. Straight down the middle. Comes across. Back to Wilkes. Not long. Playing it in the final third at the minute. Rotherham just cannot get it to get a shot on goal at the minute. Clark Harris trying to get his hat-trick. Is the Huddersfield game still going? The Reading Blackpool game still going? Oh, and then shot off target there, and it's Rotherham 3-0 up. Oh, and they give it away, and it's a Doffin has a shot, but it's off target, and it's still 3-0. Come on, I want my winnings. Another Rotherham substitution with 1 minute to go. Rotherham have another substitution. What the hell is he doing? What is he doing? 71 minutes. McWilliams for Green. Green played a long game there, and he's supposed to be he's back from 12 months out with a really bad injury. And they substituted him off on 71 minutes. We were expecting him to play 45 and then take him off. And Tom Eaves there, who we were really worried about would score against us, is running down the right-hand side now. Right-hand side. Odoffin gets it off him, kicks it forward. It's kicked out for a Rotherham throw-in. There's half a minute to go, and you can go to work now. See you again next time, Roy. Have a nice day. Anyone else, if you want to, please like and subscribe. We're going to follow the Rotherham game until the last few minutes. Johnson Clark Harris is in the middle. Can he get over Can he get into the box? He's playing at his feet, which is where he wants to be. We've took McDonald on and we've took Powell off. We put Hugbo on, Nombe off, because he was hacked earlier. But we just cannot get it into the box. It's going to get blown soon. The final whistle will get blown, and I needed it to be 4-0, but it's going to be 3-0, I think. And it's just off, and we have a fifth corner, but That corner is just too late, and it's Rotherham 3-0 winners. And we'll quickly go, shall we, to the Sky Sports app, because this will give us everything without disappearing. So we'll go for all competitions and we'll go down again. Like we said, 77% possession to, as Roy said there, to Arsenal. Arsenal 0, Everton 0. How on earth did Arsenal manage not to score from that one? Absolutely unbelievable. 10-man Liverpool 2, Fulham 2, and they're still playing there, but it looks 95 minutes. Let's see what the extra time is on there. 9 minutes extra time. There's still another 4 minutes there. So another 4 minutes, another 4 minutes in actual fact. So I'm a minute ahead on there for Liverpool. Liverpool 2, Fulham 2. Newcastle 4, Leicester 0. Wolves 1, Ipswich 2. Will this be you're getting sacked in the morning, flying around the stand there for Wolves, because it ain't looking good for their boss now, is it? Surely to heavens. Bristol City 1, QPR 1, with QPR coming back there with their only shot of the game. And their only shot of the game was on target and in the net. Coventry 2, Hull City 1. Coventry coming back there and missing a penalty. Preston 1, Leeds United 1. And Leeds United had to try and come back from that. They nearly got it. They nearly got the win, but they just had to fight back. It took ages to get the equaliser, but yeah, Preston 1, Leeds 1. Blackburn 2, Luton 0, Borough 1, Millwall 0. The most boring watch-along game I ever have selected. Please remind me not to watch another Borough game. That was awful. Oxford 1, Sheffield Wednesday 3, and they came from behind to win that one. Sheffield United 2, Plymouth 0. He will be saying, and he rightly so, that Plymouth weren't out of the game all the way into the middle of the second half. They were actually playing some good football. And I can see Rooney turning around and saying, actually, we didn't get beaten by a lot. And we actually played really well against top of the table. So we should be thinking that was a good game, shouldn't we? Get out of jail free card, isn't it? Stoke City 2, Cardiff City 2, Swansea 2, Sunderland 3, and Sunderland coming back there to win that one. Just make sure I've got as many right as I can. Swansea 2, Sunderland 3. Birmingham, we finished Bolton 0, Wigan 2, Orient 0, Burton 0. And then at lunchtime, and then this afternoon we have Birmingham 2, Bristol Rovers 0, Charlton 0, Mansfield 0, and both teams could have won it in the last minute. It went for a Mansfield attempt, and that was somehow scrambled away, and it went to the other side, and God knows how Charlton didn't win it in the last second. And we've just got the last game finishing, so Exeter 1, Barnsley 2. Barnsley coming back to win that one. Huddersfield 2, Lincoln 2, and Huddersfield coming back to equalise there late on. Peterborough 4, Crawley 3. How did that finish 4-3? I haven't a clue. I really don't. Reading 0, Blackpool 3, Rotherham 3, Northampton 0, and really it could have been probably quite a lot more. Shrewsbury 1, Wickham 4. Shrewsbury showed up quite well in the first half, but then they just died a death, unfortunately, and just couldn't hang on to that good period that they had. Stevenage 2, Stockport 1, and Wrexham 2, coming back from, I think they were ahead, weren't they? Cambridge were ahead 1-0, then it was 1-1, then it was 2-1 to Wrexham, and it's finished Wrexham 2, Cambridge 2. Please like and subscribe. Please come along to the different live streams that we have. We are back on now that we've been told off for our copyright infringement in the cricket. However, yeah, do need lots of subscribers, lots of likes, and it's I just do that and then push that over. It's John S Sports Channel over and out for one more weekend, and I shall leave you to hopefully enjoy the replays, and hopefully your team won. It's like and subscribe. John S Sports Channel over and out. Thank you for watching.